Admiral Matthews of the Pacific Fleet.
Pacific? You're a long way from home, Admiral.
So are you, if I'm to believe the rumors. First time in Washington, sir?
Hardly. I was told General Karnofsky was heading up this project.
The general retired over the holidays. I'm overseeing now, from a military standpoint at least.
I see.
Apologies if I seem hurried. I have a meeting with the new superintendent of the Naval Academy at 1.
That's in 5 minutes.
Like I said.
Well, it's hardly enough time to pitch my vision.
So I've read over your evaluative study, and we've taken your recommendations into account.
Is this a joke to you?
Excuse me?
Your security, the security of your country, is at stake.
Now you listen here. I dedicate my life to the protection and security of the United States. If you think you have a better approach, we'll entertain it. But do not come in here and make threats.
I made no such thing.
And try to muscle some wildly expensive cryptographic software through the door.
You can pay today to prevent a catastrophe. Or you'll pay tomorrow to clean it up.
Okay, that's a threat. Right there. You get out of my office. Now!
Fake passports and foreign currency. The overseer has an escape plan, even if the rest of us do not.
Censorship AI to be updated, expanded. Profanity. An assault on young and old alike. Now that has gone too far. You can have my right to privacy. You can have my booze and caffeine and chocolate. But when you take away my right to curse a blue streak, you leave me with nothing to say. For once, in my job, I am absolutely speechless.
I need a screwdriver to open this vent.
A screwdriver. These are great for opening vents, but they are flimsy and will often break. Hopefully, there's more than one lying around.
A screwdriver.
It's over.
This should come in handy.
Rat in a cage.
The screwdriver snapped in half.
Quiet tonight.
Let's go for the steal. Nice.
Consumers don't know what they want, or at least that's what a bunch of corporate executives tell themselves every day. In the case of 2D Venia games, most publishers stop funding these so they can focus on crappy mobile games for babies. Thanks to bold indie developers like Tom Happ and Axiom Verge, we don't need no stinking corporation to make the games we want.
Rizrak checking in. Another quiet night. Quiet night. What the? I'll find you. Place is quiet. Everything looks good.
I'll check his pockets. Got it. The screwdriver broke.
Situation is clear.
Zager's altered manifesto was still a work in progress at the time of his death. This old-school boombox is ideal for playing back any audio cassettes the girl finds. Zager called this photo the perfect metaphor for our times. Zager was always inspired by uprisings. He hoped to inspire those inside Metamorphosis to rise up in similar fashion. The first photograph Zager ever took. There's an interesting story behind it. He told of it in his version of the manifesto. Half turn-based RPG, half Viking soap opera, the Banner Saga really has no business existing, which is why it warms my cold gamer heart that my fellow gamers kickstarted this game into existence. The team at Stoic delivered on their ambitious promises, and helped prove that us gamers can spot a hot new IP even when big publishers cannot.
You know what? You know what? Privacy is dead. But somehow, I'm still alive. My it's missing. And someone's been in here. I swear it. I know what you're probably thinking. And yeah, I am paranoid. But you'd be paranoid too if everyone was always out to get you. I swear I put these pictures away before I left. Are they scattered everywhere? Maybe was I just drunk? No. Someone was here. I can't stay here. Whoever it was, whoever messed with my stuff, they'll be back. I gotta leave this place. I suppose it was only a matter of time. Keeping a secret from the overseer is hard enough. Keeping a secret room, well, that's nearly impossible. I'm gonna have to burn this spot and move on now. Well, still. This is a life, right? Show me a revolutionary who isn't living in their own and I'll show you a revolution destined to fail. Because when that fateful day arrives and technology betrays us, I'll be well suited for survival. I'll set up shop, string some tin cans together, and I'll start spreading that gospel. But for right now, I can't settle down. I can't. Gotta stay hungry. Gotta stay lean. Living in shadow is a necessity in my line of work. You know what it's like? I'm like that rat scratching around behind your walls. Until one day, you don't hear him anymore. And you sit there and you hope he went silent because he's dead. But in your heart of hearts, you know that rat ain't dead. He's off somewhere, making more rats. Oh, God, this collar. Itchy, man. It's got me scratching like a flea-bitten dog in a patch of poison oak. Not to mention, I've got this clicking in my head that I just can't seem to shake. Bet you the overseer probably put a chip in my brain. Now it's malfunctioning. Figured forcing everyone to wear a collar wasn't enough, so he decides to tag us too. I have got an epic case of cabin fever. I think maybe I'm going crazy. Crazier than usual. I gotta get out of here. I tell you, my mind, it's melting. It's dripping out of my ears. It's all this technology, this invisible energy. It's cutting right through me every second of the day. Wi-Fi is killing me, man. It's cutting me down. Slowly. There's no way to turn my brain off. And no way to keep this guy's gray matter a secret from his prying eyes. Because he's psychic. No, don't say that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. He has 1 billion cameras in this place, that's all. 1 billion cameras. And they're all aimed at me. Better if they were guns. You know, I'd kill myself if I thought it'd keep him from reading my phones. But he'd probably just dig up my corpse, plug out my spine, and shove it into some computer. Is that even possible? Can people really do that yet? Oh, God. My only choice is to keep drinking. Just keep drinking until my mind resembles an overcooked asparagus. I think I'm halfway there, I think. Every brain cell I drown is one less piece of evidence that bastard's thought police could turn against me. Booze is the best degaussing gun. Okay, I gotta go. Remember, don't trust me. Not even anyone. Zager here. I want to apologize for the recent radio silence, but lately there's been a special project occupying my time. See, I'm taking the old man's manifesto and I'm making a few changes. Treglazov may think his words are gospel, but I think he could use an editor. So I'm touching up those beautiful lies with a little ugly truth. All you gotta do is read between the lines. I gotta say, it's actually been easier than you might think. You can't swing a dead Prizrak without hitting a stack of manifestos in this place, so no shortage of raw materials. Oh, and if you're wondering about distribution, well, all I can say is there's a few sympathetic parties down here willing to scatter these new and improved copies around, like drugs on a schoolyard. Good luck rounding them all up, Derringer. Oh, and Treglazov, if you're listening, and let's be honest, you probably are, then know this. The damage is done. My marked up manifestos will soon go into circulation. They will be read. They'll be passed around. Eyes will be opened. Minds will be blown. And there will be no going back. You can't stuff the back in this Trojan horse. So happy reading. This is Zager saying to you, don't trust anybody. Not even me. Oh, but read my book.
No sign of the pre-cal. quiet tonight.
Look, pepper spray.
Everything looks good. Huh? I'm pursuing the subject.
Unhand me.
My eyes!
Such a display of finality is premature, don't you think?
Derringer doesn't think so. Either that kid's long gone or he's a skeleton in a wall somewhere. Either way, leaving his stuff laying around will only be a distraction.
And this is not. You want our wards to focus on the arrival, and not the poison in those manifestos, correct? Then perhaps such a public celebration of the boy's ability to elude us is counterproductive, no?
Boys' side of the commissary. This is where we meet.
Though this email doesn't mention it, we all know it was the librarian that slipped those poisoned manifestos to the kids.
This is Central. Derringer's folks distributed the new allotment of tasers last night. With all the added precautions because of the arrival, he insisted they be stowed in the lockbox for safekeeping. Passcode is 4118. And watch your step. If you thought the old ones had a kick, you really don't want to be on the business end of one of these new models.
Why are they spying on the boys? Are they spying on us girls too?
This is a taser model C2CW. It really packs a punch, and will render its target incapacitated for the night. Equip the taser as you would any item in the girl's inventory.
I found a taser. What's yours is mine.
Pasternak, in the Soviet Union. wrote a book critical of the October Revolution.
Threat level is returning to normal.
I've never been over here before. We're not allowed. The headmaster calls it separate spheres.
Sounds good. Nothing going on.
Voltaire suffered.